Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Toyota Care 150 here at Richmond Motor Speedway. We are here for the NSRLA Truck Series, sponsored by Diesel Laptops, race number 3 of our, I believe, 16-race season. From the broadcast booth tonight, I am Zechariah Cartledge, your commentator and host. Thank you for joining us on this Monday evening for some great racing. 150 laps from the great track of Richmond Motor Speedway. With that being said, let's talk to some of these drivers with just over 10 laps to go in our practice session. You got on our screen right now number 78. That's going to be Sam Bridges. He was here last week. We're going to see if he can pick up a win this week. He's still looking for his first win on the season in that number 78 car. Same goes for the 20 car, Sean Morrow. He was very fast last week, but just had some bad luck on his side. He's looking to pick up that first one tonight as well. Got more cars on the field as well, including Matthew Montgomery, my favorite going into this race. He's looking to pick up another win, one at Daytona. Derek Sclato won last week. He's looking to pick up his second win on the year in the number 24 car. Fortunately, Derek Sclato is not with us tonight. He's going to be absent from this race, at least for the moment, with 9 laps to go in practice. But there's a playoff system, so he should be locked into the playoffs for this truck series. Matthew Montgomery pulling off. We go to Alex Pollock, number 92 car, and since we're looking at these times, let's go ahead and pull up who's on top here in the qualifying session. We got Aaron Espy on the board. First place, Morgan Cook right behind him, and Matthew Montgomery in third. Don't be surprised if those 3 are your top runners tonight. Whoa, and Alex Pollock gets a little bit loose off turn 2, going to get into the wall. Luckily, it's practice. No harm, no foul. They're going to do some burnouts, test out his burnouts for later in the race. With that being said, let's try to get a driver up in the booth. And let's contact this cat. In fact, we need to update our trading paints here in the studio because I know he's running a special scheme tonight. Let's try to do that real quick. But let's test out our interviews here. Career race show. We're going to contact Enoch Hancock, first career race in the NSRLA Truck Series. We're going to bring him in here if he's in a good shape, and that he is. Enoch Hancock, it's Cartledge in the booth. You got a copy. Enoch, you got a copy? It's Cartledge in the booth.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got you.
Well, first career race in this series. Let's try to get a different camera on you. We're updating our trading paints right now so we can see your beautiful 17 scheme. But yeah, first race in the series, and nor people in the stream, nor I'm going to update our sound here on iRacing. We're going to turn down that main volume and the engine sound just a little bit so we can hear Enoch a little bit better. But yeah, like I was saying, Enoch, yeah, first career start. Definitely a newcomer. Looking at the times here, you're currently running 6th. Not too bad for a practice effort. What are you going to do tonight to get your best result in your first start?
I'm not too confident about my overall pace. I think my main strategy tonight is to just lay low, bag what I can, hope to get some points and some experience driving these trucks. This is my very first time driving a truck race on iRacing at all. So, interesting to see how it'll go. Mostly looking for whatever I can take home, learn from, and be better in the future.
10-4. That sounds good, buddy. Well, Had a little bit of a lag spike moment there for me, it looks like. But yeah, repping up your church. Looks like Relevation Church. Pretty cool scheme you got there. You want to shout out anybody from them?
I want to shout out my pastor, Ben Sanders. I asked him on chess.com if I could run for the church, and he said go for it, so that's what I did. And I'll keep him updated on how the race goes.
10-4, bud. Well, good luck tonight. Might as well brought someone in the booth so I could test out these audios and look back at it during your qualifying session. But good luck tonight. Hope to see you maybe in a top 3 podium when we get to victory lane. So that's Enoch Hancock for you guys. First career start in the Truck Series. Have a good race.
Thank you.
Well, that should be enough for our interviews. I think we got it settled down. I'm going to go back and look and see, make sure everything's looking good. Maybe fix some of this blinking I'm getting in iRacing. But like I said, you're here on R2R Broadcast Network, here for the Toyota Care 150 at Richmond. Aaron Espy continuing to lead over Morgan Cook, about 200 of a second, and then Matthew Montgomery, Sean Moore, a few hundredths back. It's going to be a pretty close race, by the way, this practice session is looking, and we're going to be all here for it next on our Tour Broadcast Network. So stay tuned. We have the green flag coming up next.
Granger knows that if you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, you go to great lengths, and sometimes heights, to ensure the power is always flowing. Which is why you can count on Granger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
welcome back once again. Back to the R2R Broadcast Network. We are concluding the practice session for tonight. That means we are just 5 minutes away from the race here at Toyota Care 150. Once again, thank you for joining us. I am Zachary Cartledge, your commentator and host for tonight's race. It's race 3 of the NSRLA Diesel Laptops Truck Series. We appreciate Diesel Laptops for sponsoring this season. And we'll look at the point standings starting next week, but we know Matthew Montgomery's been the fastest car most of the year. Won at Daytona, looking to get up his second win. Last week it was Derek Skladell picking up the win over Matthew Montgomery. However, he is not joining us here tonight. Good thing for him. It's a playoff system, so he will most likely be racing in the first Truck Series playoffs. Like I just said, qualifying getting underway here. And with that being said, we're going to switch over to watch one of our fastest cats here tonight. And by fastest cats, I think you guys know who we're talking about. Not on the track yet, though, so we're going to look at another fast cat. That being Jacob Cochran, last night's winner in the NSRLA ARCA Series. Well, fortunately, I cannot count up dates. It was actually 2 nights ago we had that race. Jacob Cochran looking to get top of the boards in his number 8 Bennett Machines car. That car known for Austin Hill and his funny actions on the track recently. We'll see if Jacob Cochran can make Bennett get a better name here tonight at Richmond and pick up a win. Whoa! Cochran loose off turn 2. Not going to hit the wall, so this lap will count. Coming to the start-finish line, he'll have one more lap to get it done. Whoa, he is loose everywhere on the track. Still not going to hit the wall. Comes into turn 1. He's trying to get all the speed he can out of this car tonight. And with Jacob Cochran coming to the line, we're going to check out our early qualifying results. It's Morgan Cook, your V-Speed commentator in ARCA, on the pole right now. Is that fast cat Montgomery on the track? Not yet. Still waiting on him to get that qualifying lap down. Ray Sean Wakefield goes P2. Michael Cole P3. Aaron Espy P4. He was P1 in practice, so maybe a little bit of surprise, but I don't expect him to be in the mid-pack for too long. He's a fast driver. We only got about 2 minutes of practice yet. We got Matthew Montgomery still on the track, so we'll see what happens with him. We got Sean Warrow just finishing his lap. Enoch Hancock just finishing his lap. Enoch's going to go P4 in his debut. And that's only on his first lap. He's still got 1 lap to go. Good run for him, and now here's the guy we got to beat up here. Matthew Montgomery coming out of pit road. This is going to be the decider of who's going to get pole and who's not going to get pole. We're going to ride on board with Matthew Montgomery as he sets his qualifying laps here at Richmond. Lap to go for Matthew Montgomery. We're going to see where he goes on the board right here. P6 looking to get up a better lap here on lap 2. And coming to the line. Will he get pole? We're going to find out. Here we go. Question is, no, he's only going to pick up 1/100 of a second. That gives your pole right now to Morgan Cook. Got a few more cars on the track. Jordan Bridges, number 45, locking himself P14 right behind his brother Sam for the start of this race. And with that being said, we should be getting going here. Gino Volante on the track. He celebrated his birthday last week. This week he's trying to celebrate a win here in Richmond. And Mr. Gino Volanti, he's going to put himself in the 13th position, coming on his lap 2, trying to get anything out of this car. And coming to the checkered flag, Mr. Gino will stay put in that 13th spot. Congratulations, unless this 11 car Casey Bristow has something to say, he's still on the track. Well, I think it's safe to say congratulations, number 7 car Morgan Cook on the pole. Ray Sean Winkfield on his outside. That's your row 1. For the Toyota Care 150 from Richmond. And for the final time tonight, as we are getting ready to go green, you are once again watching the R2R Broadcast Network. We're here from Richmond Motor Speedway, part of the Diesel Laptops NSRLA Truck Series for the Toyota Care 150 at Richmond, race number 3 of, I believe, 16. And this is a playoff system, so it's a lot different than the ARCA Series. You can get a win and lock yourself into the playoffs just by showing up at one race. And a lot of people looking to do that here at Richmond here tonight. Once again, as we go back to the main broadcast, you can see Morgan Cook currently on the pole. We're going to try to see if anybody else is trying to set a lap out here. There's one more car. It's Jacob Cochran, number 8. Don't know if he's practicing his laps here. We saw him earlier. He's still on the track trying to get anything out of this car. Currently starting P12. Wow. He's a fast car, though. I expect him to be up front. Coming to the line. We'll see if this is just some practice laps or this is his last one. Yeah, he's just setting some practice laps on the track. Well, final break before green. You're going to see us in about 3 minutes for the start of the Toyota Care 150. We'll see you in just a second. We're back. Just a quick break, checking out the broadcast. Oh, let's get that off the screen, yeah. Yeah, we're still new to this, but you didn't see that from me. And Jacob Cochran's the only car out right now. He's just doing some practice laps. Starting P12, maybe just a bad lap from him on qualifying. He's trying to get all the practice he can. Trying to improve for the race here. He's a fast car for sure. Won the ARCA race 2 nights ago. He's trying to pick up back-to-back wins in the NSRLA series here tonight. He's also looking for his first win in the Diesel Laptop Truck Series. We'll see if he can get done here tonight. But he is definitely a fast driver. Number 8. Don't got a banner for this race, but we can go ahead and discuss the race. We got 150 laps here from Richmond. It's an afternoon in the iRacing simulation at Richmond, Virginia. Race number 3 of 16 in the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. As you can see here, left corner of the screen, that is your current grid as it stands, and I believe that will be your grid. Nobody else coming out on the track. 16 competitors have set a lap for this qualifying session, around the same number as last week, which is pretty good. We're not getting a decline. It looks like it's a good thing to have for sure. Your race winner last week, Derek Skladell, not present for this race tonight, but like I said earlier, it's a playoff system. You're locked in most likely with that win, so he can just chill back for a little bit. No worrying about missing this race. It's not like the ARCA Series. It's not just about points. As you can see, as Jacob Cochran gets some final practice laps for just 2 minutes from the grid. We got Morgan Cook, Ray Sean Winkfield, 2 fast drivers. Front row, Michael Cook, Enoch Hancock in row 2. Enoch, this is his first career race in the trucks in general. So starting fourth, that is a crazy result. We'll see if he can hold on to that car in the first few laps. A lot different when you get out racing other competitors on the track. Row 3, we got Sean Worrell, Matthew Montgomery. Those two guys are fast. Same goes for Aaron Espy, starting 7th, and Gino Volanti. Like I said, celebrated his birthday last week, looking to pick up a celebration win for his late birthday this week at Richmond. Alex Pollock, Dave Moyer, your top 10. And ladies and gents, we're going to transition over to the grid. That was your pre-race show. R2R Broadcast Network. It's time for the real race, the real show. Toyota Care 150 coming up in 1 minute. And with that being said, we're right back. This time for the grid. And we have, it looks like, 18 competitors, because I'm not racing. I don't think Andy's racing either. I think he's the race control tonight. That leaves, not 18, we got 17 competitors on the track here tonight from Richmond. We're going to go ahead and look at your starting grid here. Obviously, got the fast cap Morgan Cook in the V-Speed number 7 Chevrolet. He's starting on row 1, decided with a new scheme for Rayshawn Wakefield. I'm not going to lie. That is a clean number 18 Little Debbie Toyota scheme. That'll be a nice scheme to bring to victory lane for sure. Row 2, you see that 43 of Michael Cole as we switch to the secondary ticker. And look at this fast cat right here in the number 17. First start in a truck. Just got iRacing 2 weeks ago. It's Enoch Hancock in the Revelation Church number 17 Toyota Tundra. Starting fourth in his first start. He's going to have a lot of people behind him. We'll see how he drives coming into the first few laps. Right behind him, two very fast cars, one of them being Matthew Montgomery, number 24, and Sean Worrell in the number 20. Those two guys, look to see them be fast drivers here tonight. And row 4, we got the 51 of Aaron Espy, very fast driver, and 35 of Gino Volanti right beside him. And rounding out your top 10 in the qualifying, we got Alex Pollock, David Moyer. Back to row 6, Casey Bristow returning for a second week, and the number 8 of Jacob Cochran. Look for him to be faster than what he set in qualifying coming up once we get this green flag rolling. Right behind him, we got Caleb Jones, number 12, coming off of a fresh podium in the ARCA Series. And beside him, Sam Bridges, number 78. And final 2 rows rounding out your field. We got the 45 of Jordan Bridges. That's not the 45 of Jordan Bridges, that's the 43. There we go, 45 of Jordan Bridges, and number 87 of Justin Schaub, also a brand new driver to this series. And then all the way back there in the 03, did not set a qualifying lap, it's Stephen Gill. And ladies and gents, we are revving up those engines. That means we're ready to go as we come off pit road. It is time to go green here from the Toyota Care 150. Once again, we got 150 laps, if I'm not mistaken, from this race here tonight. Morgan Cook, Rayshawn Wakefield looking to lead us to the green flag here with a lot of fast drivers right behind him. New and experienced throughout this entire field here tonight. We're going to see what happens, but with that being said, we're going to take no time pacing, I believe. We're going to hit the green flag right here. Morgan Cook looking to pick off a win. He was close last week before his strategy did not work out. Looks like we're going to have one more lap around the pace car here before we get green for the Toyota Care 150 at Richmond. And you can see the whole field right there before carnage ensues. Look at all those clean trucks. We'll see how long that lasts for here tonight. Well, it took about 30 minutes, but you have waited long enough. The wait is over. Toyota Care 150 from Richmond Motor Speedway, NSRLA Diesel Laptops Truck Series. Morgan Cook, Rayshawn Wakefield coming, leading us to the green flag. We are green from Richmond Motor Speedway. Even launch for the front 2 runners coming into turn 1. Morgan Cook, Rayshawn Wakefield. Morgan Cook gets clear off turn 2. Sean Wingfield. Right behind him, Enoch Hancock, already at the third in his debut truck series, trying to pick off second. The whole field. Oh, 35, I believe. Gino Volante, he's going to go around. That will probably bring out our first caution here. Red carpet. As we go through the field, trying to figure out who that was. Tough break. Looks like Stephen Gill in the 03. One of those may have been involved. No caution yet, it looks like on our screen. Morgan Cook continuing to lead with Enoch Hancock already up to second in his debut. As we bring up the ticker to show you our current results. Looks like that was Alex Paul in the 92 taking a spin. One car incident, no caution, as the newcomer, Enoch Hancock, looking to pick off the number 7 of Morgan Cook coming off turn 2. Tire saving definitely not as prevalent here as it was last week at a bigger track, but when you're here, it's still prevalent. You see how much Enoch is saving as we come to the 5th lap. Enoch going really low, trying to get to Morgan Cook's quarter panel. He almost is there. We'll see if he get there in turn 3. So far, clean in this field. The top 2 go away. It's the newcomer versus the old-timer. Currently the old-timer leading the field here. Lap number 6 of 150. Going up to our blink view. Oh my goodness. Enoch Hancock gets right to the quarter panel of the number 7, trying anything he can to get past this car early. Trying to lead his first laps in his career in the NSRLA Truck Series. Maybe even in his series debuts in general, because he's brand new to this platform. Currently Morgan Cook, class of the field right now. Lap 10 has started. Here from Richmond, coming up on this lap car, number 87. He's going to get out of the way for these leaders as they continue to fight. That number 17 car, Enoch Hancock, he was close. He got to his quarter panel, but it's all Morgan Cook right now early here at Richmond. And here comes that number 92, Sean Wingfield. Started on the front row. He's trying to get that second place spot back. As we come to lap number 12. Go on board with Matthew Montgomery, still fighting through the field. He's currently in 8th. Fighting with David Moyer right now. Car on pit road to be off the surface. And number 18, Sean Wingfield, coming up to the bumper of the number 17, Enoch Hancock. Going to run for his money. Go back to the one camera here. Like I said earlier, Enoch Hancock not as experienced as these drivers here, and we'll see what he does as the 18 gets to his quarter panel. That 18 almost clear. 17 can get back to his inside, or his outside, I should say, coming off of turn 2, but the 18 looks like he'll get clear coming into turn 3, as we see Gino Volante coming in pit road early here. Already 14 laps down of this 150 lap race. Morgan Cook, your leader. We're watching the second place battle. Sean Wingfield, Enoch Hancock, Sean Warrobe, and Jacob Cochran up almost 10 spots already from the start. A great start for him. That number 8 car as he continues to fight past the cars. He's trying to pass this 20 car. Sean Warrobe in a beautiful Bennett blue number 8 machine. Cochran, I believe, started 12th, already up to 5th, maybe even 4th or 3rd here in 2nd. We're going to have a crazy battle for 3rd place. Right here, Sean Warup says, okay, I'll let you go. You're faster. Possibly going to let him by coming into this inside lane right here. They're still fighting for 4th, though, as it's lap number 16 already. And the 8 gets clear. Coming on to the back stretch now. He's going to try to get a podium spot passing Ian Hancock, number 17 machine. That 8 car definitely faster than the 17 as we get into the corner. Almost just bumps number 17 coming out of turn 4. That 8 car is trying to get up to the lead fast here. And with all this happening, Rayshawn Winkfield pulling away in 2nd. We'll get back to him in a minute, but he's currently, looks like he's gaining just a little bit on Morgan Cook right now. We'll see if that continues to develop here for that machine, or should I say 18 machine. It's the 18 car here, right? And with that being said, back to our blimp mode. The 8 is going to get to the inside of the 17. Will he complete the pass here on Enoch Hancock, take over 3rd place, and then if he does that, there's a lot of room between him and 2nd, so he'll have a lot of clean air to catch down these 2 leaders if he is faster than these 2 cars. I told you at the start, this 8 car is a lot faster than what he put in practice, maybe just in qualifying, maybe just some bad laps by him, but he's showing that that's not who he was this whole race, because he's going to try to get to the inside of number 17. He tries to cross him back over, but the 8 car of Cochran gets clear coming off of turn 2. As we check back up on the leaders here, it's still all Morgan Cook who's leading this race. We got Rayshawn Winkfield about 9/10 back, trying to gain on him. Daniel Cochran in 30, Nick Hancock in 4th. That was the battle you just saw. Right now, your top 5 right now is Sean Warrow. And then we have a nice little battle here in 6. Casey Bristow and Matthew Montgomery. Matthew Montgomery not been gaining a lot of spots from the start. Actually, he's down 1 position since the start. Unlike him. But it's still very early in this race. He's got a lot of time. Maybe he's just trying to figure out this track. But match up with Casey Bristow. This is our top 5 so far in this race. Rayshawn Winkfield, slowly but surely, looks like he's catching up to this number 7 car, Morgan Cook. It's not helping that Morgan's coming up on lap traffic here, including Alex Pollock, number 92. This is the first lap car. Looks like Morgan Cook's going to have a challenge with here tonight. Pollock, a little bit of damage from that earlier wreck. 1 car incident, no caution. Maybe a little bit upset from that. He's going to get passed, though, by the leader pretty cleanly. And hopefully, this 23 can also get past him here, right behind him. And Wakefield's already up half a second on this leader. If he can get past this number 92 car pretty soon, this will be a pretty nice battle for the lead here this second. He's going to go to the outside, number 92. It will work. And with that being said, this number 18 Little Debbie car, Winkfield, now has clean air as he tries to run down number 7 car of Morgan Cook. Lap 25 of 150, that means we're just about 1/8 of the way done with this race. 1/6, close enough. That 7 car getting slowly run down by this number 18. Looks like he's going to be here in just a few laps, by the way this is going. Morgan Cook may have the first challenge of the night. Maybe a first pass for the lead in just a second here. Winkfield can catch back up to the 7 here. This car is coming to life here late in the run. You got to wonder if he was saving up these tires a little bit more. So we're already almost 30 laps into this race, so this 18 car looking to get past the lead. Enoch Hancock, they're slowly catching up on this leader as well, just about 2 seconds back. They're actually continuing to fight for position back there. Want to stay on this lead pack for a little bit longer, but we'll check it out. Enoch Hancock looks like he's slowly falling back now. A little pressure from Sean Ford. It's going to be a nice battle for 5th as this race goes on. But Morgan Cook continuing to try to fend off Rayshawn Winkfield earlier in the run. And Winkfield now up to about 4/10 on the leader here. Well, here we go. Rayshon Wakefield right up to the bumper of Morgan Cook. We're going to go on his cockpit helmet camera as he tries to make the first pass for the lead tonight on lap number 30 of 150. He makes a move in turn 3. He's not scared to do so. We know that for sure. The question is, when will he decide to do it? He goes to the outside, trying to get a good run off the exit. We'll see what that does. He's going to continue to straddle right behind number 7 car as Morgan Cook continues to lead at least one more lap here. Later lap number 31. But here we go. Number 18, Rayshon Wakefield, slowly but surely catching up to the 7 car. And while they're fighting for this, Jacob Cochran, who started 12th, he's almost a second back now. He started a few laps ago, about 4 seconds back, so he's looking to be a fast car. He's coming up quick on these leaders. Looks like it's going to be a 3-car battle here early in this race. Sorry for any confusion on the ticker. It looks like Wakefield is labeled number 23. As you can see, he is number 18 here tonight. Not sure if that's his sim stamp number for this league, but we'll figure that out later. Right now, he's in that number 18 Little Debbie car. Wakefield definitely cannot wait pretty long before passing the number 7 car, and the reason is Jacob Cochran right behind him. He's just very fastly gaining on these front two. Started in 12th, had to fight through multiple cars to get to his point. His tires probably aren't the best, but you can see he has a lot of speed in his car, slowly trying to catch up to these leaders. He's currently doing that. And currently, Rayshon Wakefield is kind of stalling right now. He got to the bumper of Morgan Cook, but right now he has not been able to pass him in about 35 laps since the start of the race. So we'll definitely see if this number 8 car can find some speed and maybe take the lead here in a few laps. While that's all happening, this battle for 4th is heating up about 4 seconds back. Edie Hancock currently holding on. But right behind that, Casey Bristow has picked up the 5th place spot from Matthew Montgomery. Caleb Jones back here fighting in number 10 spot outside the top 10. Sean Warrob as well. He's fighting in this main pack. It looks like about a group of 4 or 5 cars here trying to fight in the top 5. Another big battle back here. Michael Cole gets loose off exit. I saw that coming up. The 92 car is a lap down. 43 almost clipped him there. He's going to get past him eventually, though. Nice work by Michael Cole. He's trying to get past that number 92 of Pollock. Back up to the lead. Here we go. The battle is ensuing. Morgan Cook in number 18 of Rayshon Wakefield. Wakefield is fighting speed on that outside. He's going to try to finally get clear of the 7 here. It's a dogfight up coming out of turn 4 right now. Wakefield almost clear. He's now going to be clear. Coming into turn 1 with some lap cars coming up ahead. This is your first change for the lead tonight. It's Rayshon Wakefield picking it up. But here comes Morgan Cook back to the inside. He is not done yet, but his car is loose, sliding all over the track. And while that's happening, some lap cars coming up and the 8 of Jacob Cochran looking to pounce as soon as he can once he gets up to the bumper of these guys. Number 87 getting lapped for the 2nd time. Very cautiously gets out of the way. That is number 87 of Shaw. Coming up with another lap car, number 78 for the first time. That's Sam Bridges as well. Gonna try to smoothly get past him, maybe even slow down there. Definitely did not have an expectation from these leaders for him to do that. Luckily, they keep it safe, and they're going to continue to fight for this lead right now. Cochran also clearing that lap car in 3rd, so call this a 3-car battle if you would. Coming up on lap 40 of 150, so all bets are off right now for Wakefield, Cook, and Cochran as Morgan Cook back to the inside. Gonna slide up the track, almost into the 18 of Wakefield, and they're gonna turn. They're gonna wreck. Will they save it? No, they will not. Morgan Cook into the 18 of Wakefield. That is your first caution of the night, and we saw that right before our eyes there. Morgan Cook goes around. He got the worst of it. And it was clear as day what happened there. Just hard fighting for the lead, and that time it caused a wreck. That's not going to make these two guys happy at all. We're going to look at the replay here, but that was just some hard racing, and it turned out that it was going to be both of their demise. That's going to leave Jacob Cochran in the lead, but coming into turn 3 here, Morgan Cook Gonna go way on the inside, gonna slowly scoot up the track and just barely clips number 18. They actually save it for quite a bit, but so much contact just forces them up the track. Morgan Cook gets the worst of it, going head first in the wall. Wakefield obviously not safe at all. Some damage on that car, but first wreck happens to your leaders, and that's gonna put Jacob Cochran in the lead. I'm sure we have a lot of people who are gonna be upset over what just happened there, but with that being said, lap 41 to 150, first caution of the night. We're already under pit cycles here. Rayshawn Wakefield, Jacob Cochran, first down pit road. We're going to get a clear view here of who gets out first. Don't expect Wakefield to come out first. He had some damage. I'm sure he's going to want to repair that. And there's Morgan Cook finally getting to his box after that wreck. And no, it's going to be Enoch Hancock out first over Jacob Cochran, followed by Wakefield. Enoch Hancock maybe did a tire strategy, maybe only took two, as you see Montgomery and Bristow also coming out. But Enoch Hancock is going to be your new leader for the first time tonight, following the pit road. Wow. Once again, Enoch is a newcomer to this league. He, first truck race, he's told me that he's ever raced before in a league, so looks like he may have took a two-tire call. We're actually going to dial him up here and see what he did. Never mind, no we are not. Looks like he's not currently in any voice chat. However, we are going to contact Jacob Cochran here. He's a fast car. We're going to see what he can do tonight. Jacob Cochran, cartilage in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, just going to do a quick interview with you. Looks like the 17 may have took a little strategy call there, but the leader's wrecked right in front of you, and you're now in the position to be the fastest car of this race. You started 12th, I believe, already up a few spots. You're a fast car. What are you going to do to win this race tonight?
Just keep the nose clean. Keep the tires under us. I mean, the tires didn't really wear that bad on that run, but it felt like it. You know, after probably 30 laps, it definitely gets tight. So just keep it under us and, you know, see what happens.
Yeah, well, a lot of drama after that first wreck. You're the one that stayed out of it. Let's see victory lane. That's Jacob Cochran, number 8 machine. We're going to let him go back because we're about to go green. So he's going to go right back to his voice call. And with that being said, there's no breaks in between this NSRLA race. We're going right back racing. Enoch Hancock chooses the outside lane. We're going to go right back green here from Richmond. Green flag coming back out here.
Green flag, green flag.
Enoch Hancock on the outside. Looks like the outside was the right move there for Enoch. He's going to comfortably be in the lead. Rayshawn Wakefield even gets past them on the inside. He's going to be on the second car that hits in. Cochran back in third. Another wreck back in the back of the field here.
Yellow flag is out.
Another yellow flag is going to be out. Looks like the 45 of Jordan Bridges may have been involved in the number 92. Alex Pollock. Maybe Gino Volanti as well. Cautions breed cautions. We saw it last week. We're going to see it again this week. Let's see what happens at number 92 coming out of turn 2. Yeah, looking at the replay here, just trying to get a good view of what happened. It was in the middle of the pack. They're beating the Bengals, trying to get as much positions as possible, and yeah, I'm seeing a clear view of it right now, and you guys will too. Just a second here. Well, looks like a classic case of just racing hard on a restart. We got Caleb Jones, number 12 car, coming off of turn 2, and he's going to get loose along with the 43 of Michael Cole pretty much at the same time. They're both going to go around. Great job by the 47 of Dave Moyer avoiding that wreck, but 3 cars just getting loose with new tires. That's going to be your second caution of the night. With that being said, don't expect to see a lot of pitters here, maybe just the cars that got in that wreck. It's still Enoch Hancock leading this race. These are his first few laps he's ever led in the series, so congrats to him. We're going to see if he can get a better result here tonight, getting down through this run. And I want to bring Jacob Cochran back in here for a second because I wanted to talk about the drama that wreck first had. So we're going to bring it back to the booth. Cochran, since we had another wreck, I want to talk to you one more time here, especially knowing that you were in that 3-car pack. Is there any drama now with the front of the field, especially with Winkfield and Cook following that wreck, or was it kind of a mutual agreement that they were racing hard?
Yeah, it was just racing hard. Ray Sean kind of run Morgan up a little bit in the 3 and 4, and Morgan did the same, and it just didn't work. So they're all good.
All right, well, I'm glad I cleared that up. Thanks for involuntarily coming back up here. We hope to have a good rest of the race for you. And with that being said, we're going to let these guys race it out for a little bit longer before we interview somebody else. Hopefully we don't have to interview anybody else, because that means we're going to be cleared of any more wrecks here tonight. Well, currently the front runners have been that number 18 of Winkfield, number 7 of Morgan Cook. Obviously, he got involved in an early wreck. Number 8 of Cochran, also been fast, but currently none of them are leading. It's the newcomer, Enoch Hancock, on a tire strategy. Going to pick the outside again on this restart. It worked in his favor last time. This time, second and third are going to pick the inside lane, so we'll see what happens. But Hancock looking for a surprise result. He's had a surprise first half of this race. We're going to see what he can do throughout this race. Well, cautions breed cautions. We'll see if it breeds another one or if we get another green flag run. Coming up near halfway here tonight from Richmond. We appreciate you joining us for the Toyota Auto Sales 150 from Richmond. This is part of the Diesel Laptops NSRLA Truck Series. We appreciate Diesel Laptops for all your support, helping get this league underway. Well, with that being said, no time to waste. We're going right back to racing here. You know the deal. Number 17, Hancock. Number 18 in Winkfield. Green flag back in the air from Richmond Motorsport.
Green, green, green.
And this time looks like Enoch may be clear once again. He's going to come down. He's actually not going to get clear. Winkfield going to get to his inside. Number 18 at Winkfield. He's going to get clear off turn 2. The number 18 Little Debbie car back to the lead. Once again, Caleb Jones, a lap car coming up. And the number 17 at Enoch. Looks like he's going to fall a little bit back now. The 8 of Jacob Cochran also passing. The outside lane definitely not prevail like it did in that last run. Well, Winkfield for the first time tonight is back in the lead. Following the incident he had, he's wasted no time already back to the front on lap 51 of 150. Cochran up to second, and look at this, Matthew Montgomery up to third. He was a little bit slow in the first little 50 lap in this race, but he's ready to show his talent like he always has in his previous races. He's up to third, trying to pick up these lead spots here. And Casey Bristow, new runner, he's up to fourth place. Bristow, a new runner, and looks like number 51 of Aaron Espy. He's up to fifth. See what he can do as well. But up front, it's all Ray Sean Winkfield right now. Trying to fend off a run from Jacob Cochran, the other fastest car here tonight so far. We'll see what they can do coming into turn 2. Cochran's still looking to lead his first laps from the green in this race. Here we go, number 18, Wakefield, going to get cut from the inside of Cochran. We're going back to the blimp mode for this one as we watch the battle for the lead ensue for the third time tonight. This time it's Cochran versus Winkfield coming out of turn 2. It's going to be the number 8 car of Cochran trying to get to the inside of the 18 of Winkfield. Currently, they are fighting side by side. This almost looked like what happened in the last wreck with Morgan Cook, trying to get to his inside. We'll see what happens throughout this run. But currently the number 18 car still out in the lead with a huge run coming from number 8 of Cochran right behind him. Update on Morgan Cook. He's back in 11th, trying to fix that damage and work his way back up to the field. There's still 95 laps left in this race. Don't be surprised if he gets that damage fixed and gets back up to the front. But right now, it's all bets on these leaders as the 8 car of Jacob Cochran gets to the inside of the number 18 of Winkfield, trying to lead his first green flag laps of the showing today. Going to be side by side as we come to turn 3. Cochran gets a little bit loose coming out of turn 2, but he's still going to be right beside the number 18 as they come up on the lap car of Caleb Jones. While all that's happening, look who's right behind him. Matthew Montgomery, multi-time winner in NSRLA, trying to spoil the party. Pass both of them at once for a 2-for-1 deal here at Richmond. We apologize for that lag spike. I don't know what just happened here. We'll be right back in 1 second from NSRLA. We apologize for the quick commercial break. Just setting back up the stream here as we continue to run here at NSRLA, the Truck Series. We're going to get right back to that lead pack in just a moment. Once again, we sincerely apologize about that quick break. Once again, another issue with my iRacing. However, we're going to reboot this computer tomorrow, get all the storage out of the way. I think storage is what was causing that problem. We're loading this session back up, so we apologize about that quick commercial break, but we should be back in about 60 seconds. Continue to watch this battle up front. Wish it didn't have to happen right when we were having a battle up front. However, sometimes some things just happen, so we're going to go ahead and get back into this race and continue to watch the rest of this race from Richmond in just a few seconds. Just a second. Once again, we sincerely apologize about that break. We're going to hopefully enjoy the rest of this race uninterrupted by my iRacing having a stroke. We're going to continue to watch this battle up front here, as you can see on our board, as we get the ticker back up on the screen to see what we missed here from Richmond. It's currently Rayshawn Wakefield and Jacob Cochran going at it here at Richmond. Jacob Cochran back to the inside. We'll see what he can do. He's trying to make a move. He's been trying to make a move since we were last on break. He continues to try and get past this number 18 car of Rayshawn Wakefield. We're going to continue to see what he can do. It's currently both of them side by side off turn 2. We are halfway through this race. All bets are on now as we are less than 75 laps to go. Cochran slides up right in front of the 18 of Wakefield, just like we saw with number 7 of Morgan Cook. This time they're not going to make contact. And the 8 of Jacob Cochran out to the lead for the first time under green flag conditions. We'll see if he can pull away now in that number 8 machine. And right behind him, it's battle for third ensuing. It's Matthew Montgomery right behind him. A new runner, Casey Bristow, trying to do anything he can in a podium spot here tonight. I believe that will be his first in NSRLA if he can get it done here tonight. Back up to the lead pack, though. Jacob Cochran, Rayshawn Wakefield, continuing to try and battle for the top spot right now. Up ahead of them, got a few lap cars coming up, including, unfortunately, that number 7 car of Morgan Cook, maybe one of them shortly. About 8 seconds back, he'll be up there maybe in a few 10 or 20 laps if we do not see a caution. But it's all these two right now. They're fighting as hard as they can for this lead. And currently the 8 of Jacob Cochran is now pulling away. But the 18 of Rayshawn Wakefield is right on his bumper. Almost tags him going into turn 3. Will he do a crossover out of turn 4? Lap car coming up. It's number 03, Stephen Gill, not helping that 23 car continue to try to get past Cochran. And Cochran going to once again edge out a little bit from that number 18 as we go off turn 2. And that lap car, the 03, almost gets into the 18 coming out of turn 2, and another caution is out. We're going to see what just happened. Definitely was not in the front of the pack that time. We're going to see where that just took place. May have been number 17, Avina Cancock. He's fallen back quite a bit. He's slow off turn 2. We're going to see what happened here in the mid-pack. We apologize in advance. Once again, iRacing not playing nice to us tonight. We're going to just go down pit road as we go down pit cycles here. We're going to go right to the edge of pit road to see who gets out first. There goes Wakefield into his box. Second fastest car right now on the night behind Jacob Cochran. We'll see if he can beat him out of pit road. Remember, Ida Cancock had the strategy last time, taking 2 tires, but he's back in 14th, so we're not going to see him get out first. You see the 8 car, the big blue car coming out. He will beat the 18 coming out. Looks like it's going to be Cochran, followed by Wakefield, Montgomery, and Bristow. Top 4 remain the same here from Richmond with 69 laps to go. Yeah, and as long as iRacing continues to somewhat cooperate with us here tonight, we're hoping to see a fantastic finish. Right now, it's been the 8 and the 18 going at it. The 24 Matthew Montgomery has been playing it pretty cautious right behind in third, looking to pick up a big run here, maybe with these new tires. The number 7 car, Morgan Cook, he's back in 12th, but you know, he was a fast car at the start. We're going to see what he can do. Even behind the 24, Casey Bristow, Sean Warrobe, Aaron Espy, all 3 very fast cars. We're going to see what they can do with 68 to go here from the Toyota Parts 150 at Richmond. I believe we're going to 1 to green here. The 8 car of Cochran takes the inside. The 18 of Wakefield takes the outside. Montgomery low, Bristow low, and the 20 of Sean Warrobe goes high. So We'll see what lane prevails this time. Last restart, the inside was the definite lane that picked off a better run. Before that, it was the outside. So all bets are off here. Unless you know some inside information on these restarts, it looks like it's a toss-up right now. Whoever has the better restart will be the one to prevail. Like I said, it's all Cochran and Wakefield right now. We'll see if Montgomery or Warrow has anything for these two front runners as we come out of turn 3 and turn 4. Back to the restart zone. We're going to have 67 laps to go from Richmond. It's going to be a fight all the way to the finish line. You're here on R2R Broadcast Network watching all of it, and the 8 of 18 takes us back to the green flag from Richmond. Let's see what happens. We go into turn 1. Cochran gets clear, but the 18 of Wakefield tries. A crossover, almost gets into the 8. He oversends the turn, almost causing a caution in the middle of the pack. Luckily for him, that did not happen. And Wakefield in the wall. A terrible restart for the number 18 and the 47 of
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Of David Moyer goes around, and once again cautions breed cautions. The 47 went around off turn 2. The 18 of Wakefield had a terrible restart, hitting the wall and oversending turn 1. And once again, the 4th caution comes out for the second time tonight. It was right after the first caution that we had. We're going to check and see the replay for that one in just a second. Yeah, we really had two separate incidents here. First one, we saw this multiple times already today. The 47 of David Moyer gets loose. The 20 of Warrow also gets really loose. That was the main cause of the caution, but another incident you did not see there, or at least what brought out the caution, was Wakefield. I mean, Wakefield had a crazy restart, to say the least, and he's definitely going to have a lot of damage following that one. We're going to check and see the whole entire restart to see what happened there to that 18, but definitely going to have to repair a lot of damage on that number 18 car. We're going to watch the whole replay here. The 18 going to have a little bit of a worse restart than the number 8 of Cochran. But in turn 1, he's going to have a send moment here. Almost. He actually gets to the right rear of Cochran, but does not spin him out of turn 2. Just like Warrup, he's going to get extremely loose. We've seen that all night. And a lot of damage to the right front. We're going to have to see if his car is going to be capable of getting back up to the front. But he's going to be back in the pack with some damage. That 18 car. Actually, not even on the track right now. That may be the end of the night for Wakefield, one of the faster cars here. And back to the main broadcast. That leaves Cochran and Montgomery on your front row, pending anything weird happening on the choose. And we got another guy right here, Casey Bristow, up in a podium spot. You know what? We're going to bring him up in the booth and see what his strategy is, being an underdog here, trying to pick up a win. Casey Bristow, it's Cartilage in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you. What's up, man?
What's up? Well, you've had a pretty quiet night, but you've been in the top 5 for the majority of the night as well. And with Wakefield having some damage, with the 7 having some damage earlier, and with me checking the replay, the 8 had some damage too from that last caution. What's your goal to get past these 2 fast guys ahead of you and get this win tonight at Richmond?
Well, I think they're going to have to wreck. They're 2 really good racers. I'm going to do everything I can to keep up with them, but I'm going to need a little bit of luck on my side. Hopefully they hit the wall or spin out or something. Maybe I'll do some pit strategy, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm proud of my FedEx Toyota Tundra. Just hope that I can see it through for a top 3. A win would be great in front of the virtual home fans, but, yeah, I'm real proud of what I have so far. Hang on, we're not going green.
Green, green, green.
As he tries to pass number 8 of Jacob Cochran. Sorry about the microphone there. This 24 of Matthew Montgomery has been quiet all night. He was runner-up last week. He was the winner at Daytona. Maybe he was saving all of his equipment for this final 58 laps. He's coming up on the leader, Jacob Cochran, trying to make a pass for the lead for the first time tonight for this number 24 machine. Don't count out Aaron Espy in third. We're going to get back up our ticker here as we see the entire field play out. See where everybody's at and see how their chances are winning this race. How about Michael Cole up to 4th place? He's looking to get a good run. 8/10 back from the leader. 47 of David Moyer of lap car. We'll see if Cochran can get around him. He's just going to get off the track. Great avoidance skills from number 47. Let these leaders race. That's what he's going to do. And the 8 and 24 continue to battle out between themselves. Two extremely fast drivers trying to fight for this win with 55 to go at Richmond Motor Speedway. Unfortunate news, Rayshawn Whitfield is out of this race following that incident. Not sure if he had a faster car left or if he just got a little bit upset following that caution. He's definitely had a hard night for sure. Led some laps, unfortunately did not play his way. But now it's Cochran and Montgomery, your lead runners. Cochran has been a lead runner all night, started 12th. He has slowly made his way through the field throughout the night. And with some bad luck from Morgan Cook in the 7 and Rayshawn Whitfield in the 18, he is now your front runner to win this race. But one person that has something to say about that for sure is Matthew Montgomery. Finished first and second, average finish of 1.5 through the first 2 races. He's looking to pick up a win and improve his average rating somehow with that 1.5, make it go up to a 1.25. Pick up a win here, get his second win on the year in just 3 races here at Richmond. And while this is happening, that 3rd place battle starting to fade away. It's Aaron Espy in 3rd. He's trying to make a run on these leaders late, and maybe he can pick up a win. I don't believe he's actually won an ARCA or truck race in the series. Maybe trying to pick up that first one tonight. And look at this, Morgan Cook, his car's looking fairly clean. He led the majority of the first 30 to 40 laps of this race, got involved in an incident, opposed from some right rear damage. This car looks to be clean, and we see him have a resurgence and have a fight for this lead late as we come up on 50 laps to go here from Richmond. Back into the front, we go back to Matthew Montgomery's cockpit mode, and you gotta wonder, what are you gonna do here if you're Matthew Montgomery? You're a fast driver, definitely has been the best driver overall this year for the truck series, and you're fighting Jacob Cochran, who's just coming off of an ARCA win, his first of the year, looking to get back-to-back wins. He's been fast all night. And currently Matthew Montgomery is holding a good wheel. Hit the wall a little bit coming into turn 3, but he's holding a good wheel coming into the turns. We'll see if his tire saving can pay off. And we'll definitely see in the next 20 laps who has the better tires, because one of them will fall like a rock and one of them will pass them like a rocket ship. 50 laps to go here from Richmond. We're going to see what happens very quickly. 50 laps at Richmond run down quite fast here. So it's going to all come down in the next 25 minutes or so. And you're going to catch all the action right here on R2R Broadcast Network. Catch with us. We're going to have a quick 1-minute break. We're going to watch all the action from Matthew Montgomery's cockpit view with 49 laps to go from Richmond. That quick 1-minute break is up. We are continuing to watch this lead battle. Jacob Cochran, fresh off of an ARCA win. He's currently the fastest car on the track right now, trying to fend off Matthew Montgomery, multiple-time NSRLA winner, including in the trucks. Trying to pick up his second win on the year. Jacob Cochran trying to pick up his first truck win on the year. And these two guys are pulling away from the rest of the field as we bring back up the ticker. Third place, Aaron Espy. about 2 seconds back. Michael Cole actually has picked up the third place spot. Let's check out that battle back there. Michael Cole trying to get past Aaron Espy for third. He's definitely been a driver you don't expect to win races, but he's been consistent all year round. Definitely a fast driver in the making if he continues to get good runs like this. Trying to pick up a podium right now for the number 43 team. Back up to the lead, it's all Jacob Cochran leading. Now about 6/10 ahead of Matthew Montgomery. Not gaining any time right now. There's still 45 laps to go. So tires will definitely pay a strategy, maybe even fuel. I don't even know if these guys are going to fuel right now. We're going to find that out soon as well. Currently, Matthew Montgomery sliding off turn 2, trying to get anything out of this car. And we're going to go back to this battle for third place for a minute, because it's heating up. The 51 of Aaron Espy has gotten back past Michael Cole. And while that's happening, Morgan Cook in 5th. He's trying to get back up to 3rd and have a run for this race. Win. Following a wreck earlier. This is a crazy battle for 3rd. It's going to go down to the wire throughout this entire race, imposing any cautions we have throughout the rest of this one. Like I was saying, this 43, haven't talked about him much, but he's been consistent all year around. Trying to get past the 51 for 3rd. He's running the way bottom line. Let's see if it plays out. And as they continue to battle for 3rd, we go back up to the lead, the 78 of Bridges. Sliding up to the lap car. Back up to the lead. It's all Cochran still as we bring the ticker back up, so you can continue to watch that 3rd place battle from the left side of your screen to see who's up on each other. Yeah, and Matthew Montgomery, he's falling back. He's back to 1.3 seconds. He's a fast driver, but right now Cochran looks to be the faster car, for sure. But when it comes to Richmond, you can be fast early, waste all your tires, and just drop like a rock. And I think that's what Matthew Montgomery's hoping for right now. Almost 2 seconds back now. As we go back to the 3rd place battle, Aaron Espy starting to pull away from Michael Cole. And actually, Morgan Cook has also passed Michael Cole. Morgan Cook, who arguably had the fastest car. He got the pole before his wreck. He slowly has fixed his damage, and he's now up to 4th, trying to make any sort of run toward the end of the race with 40 laps to go. As the field starts to spread out, it's a great time to go through your entire field. With just 40 laps to go, Jacob Cochran leading late in this race. Matthew Montgomery currently in the 2nd spot. It's Aaron Espy currently in 3rd, trying to fend off his teammate in 4th. 5th place goes to Michael Cole, and 6th place, a strong effort from the number 11 FedEx Toyota of Casey Bristow, following having an EOL on that last restart. 7th place, a quiet, consistent night for Sean Worrow. And 8th place, following a wreck, he's back up to 8th. It's Alex Pollock after a fast repair. The newcomer, Enoch Hancock, led a few laps early. He's currently in the 9th spot. And Jordan Bridges, number 45, rounds out here top 10. His brother, Sam Bridges, first car lap down, number 78 in 11th place. And Stephen Gill, currently running in the 12th spot in pit road. David Moyer and Justin Schaub also a few laps down. Rayshawn Winkfield, Caleb Jones, and Gino Volanti are out of this race. And back up to the front, Cochran now 2.3 seconds ahead of Matthew Montgomery, pulling away from Richmond. They're going to need a caution, I pretty much guarantee, unless we're on a fuel strategy call. Matthew Montgomery is a smart driver. Maybe he's saving enough fuel to keep it all the way to the end. But currently almost 2 seconds back. Now he is 2 seconds back. Coming out of turn 4 with 37 laps to go. And while that's happening, here we go. Battle for 3rd. Morgan Cook and Aaron Espy battling for 3rd. We're going to get that main ticker off the screen, and we're going to watch this entire 3rd place podium battle on the chopper once again. As Morgan Cook has slowly made his way through the field, 36 laps to go. He's about 4 seconds back from the leader. I am not sure if he can make a run without a caution, but he will at least get back up to a podium spot and say, hey, if it wasn't for this caution, I was meant to be up running with you guys. But 35 laps to go. Many things can still happen at this short track. Morgan Cook, if a caution does fly, is pending a pretty good restart on the 2nd row, trying to get that win back late at Richmond. Morgan Cook comfortably gets past Aaron Espy. He's now up in the 3rd. Jacob Cochran continuing to lead this race in 1st, about 2 seconds over Matthew Montgomery. We appreciate you watching the NSRLA Diesel Laptops Truck Series. We apologize for the short iRacing issues on my end. Still a brand new streamer, and obviously iRacing wants to make sure I get a little bit of some important lessons every single race. And once again, we had to go off about 10 minutes, about 30 minutes ago, just for a quick glitch in the iRacing system. But good thing on my end is we're going to do a factory reset tomorrow on our computer. Hopefully the storage is the issue, and we won't have issues like that starting next week. But with that being said, iRacing is currently being gracious enough to let us get this race underway for the rest of this event at Richmond, and we have 31 laps to go. Jacob Cochran continuing to show domination, 3 seconds over the 24 of Matthew Montgomery. While all that's happening, the only car who is gaining on this number 8 car right now is Morgan Cook. He was fast, got involved in a wreck, and he's slowly making his way through the field. As we check out the cockpit view, he's slowly catching up to Matthew Montgomery. 30 laps to go. Not sure if he can catch all the way up to that blue speck on his dashboard of Jacob Cochran, but he's about to get the second. Like I said, pending a caution. Morgan Cook making Jacob Cochran a great run for his money. Casey Bristow back up to a top 5 spot. Looks like he passed Michael Foley. May have used up all his stuff. He's fallen quite a bit now. Sean Worrow possibly about to pass him for the 6th place spot. Cochran about 2.7 seconds over Matthew Montgomery right now. Morgan Cook about 4 seconds back. Aaron Espy about 6 seconds back with Casey Bristow. And if Jacob Cochran wins this race, you gotta wonder what this does for the rest of his season. Getting multiple wins can just fire up a driver. Just won the ARCA race at Martinsville on Saturday in pretty dominating fashion. And now he's looking to pick up a dominating Richmond win. And with a lot of short tracks coming up on both ARCA and truck schedules, you gotta wonder if this guy's gonna light up and possibly make a run for the ARCA and truck championship throughout the year, because he's certainly not out of the question for either of those titles. Continuing to watch the top 5 battle on your screen. It looks like Casey Bristow has some late shoes here. He's trying to find a way past number 51 of Aaron Espy. Currently catching up to that number 51 car, as we looks like having some tire issues late in this run. Now the main question is 25 laps still. We've already run about 20 laps on this fuel cycle. Do these drivers have enough for the end of this race? It's a short track, so I'm pretty sure they do. But you never know. Someone's running out of fuel on the last lap. You've seen it in real life before as well. With the race going right now, no more cautions. Jacob Cochran looks to get a solid win. Matthew Montgomery about 4 seconds back now. Morgan Cook about 5. And the 51 of Aaron Espy clips the wall there coming into turn 1. That's going to help out Casey Bristow as he tries to get a 4th place run. Passing Aaron Espy at number 51. Definitely see who's saving their tires more coming to the end of this run. Casey Bristow is one of those people who have. And it's unfortunate for this number 11 team because he started in row 2, I believe, on the restart, but he got an EOL for something. I'm not sure what it was. We're going to have to talk about the race about that. But he's found a way to go from the back of the field up to almost 4th place, but definitely a 5th place spot right now. So if there's no more cautions, it's going to be a what-if story for Casey Bristow. If he didn't get that EOL, he could have been fighting with Jacob Cochran for the lead right now. Currently a 5th place effort is what he has. Possibly a 4th place effort as he tries to pass Aaron Espy. He's going to get to the inside this time. Coming out of turn 2. Oh my goodness, loose out of turn 2. Going to get back behind number 51 of Aaron Espy and going to get another good run off the turn. We've seen so much incidents out of turn 4 by the other driver clipping up into the driver on the top. And that's, I mean, a caution is what everybody needs right now, so we'll see if Bristow goes over-aggressive trying to pass this 51 of Espy. Bristow is not known for doing that, however, so we're going to probably just see a nice battle here for 4th, with just 20 laps to go as Cochran continues to control this field late. back to the chopper view as we watch this battle for 4th and 2 between SB and Bristow. Bristow has been a quiet contender throughout the year so far. Not a lot of heat in the ARCA series so far. Hasn't really caught any good results. But a good result here in the truck series, especially a top 4. Maybe even a better result, some luck and a caution flies on his side. This could turn around Bristow's season. He could possibly make a good run for some of these wins. Maybe even a championship as he tries extremely hard to get back to the inside of number 51 of SB. I think we're going to see it in turn 3 here. Maybe not. SB's going to try to shut him off here. Bristow's going to be the faster car on the exit. And Bristow goes back to the quarter panel of SB. Coming into turn 1, he's going to have the advantage on the inside. Side by side off turn 2. Great shots from our blimp here tonight from Richmond as this battle for 4th ensues. And while that is happening, I was going to go to the battle for 2nd, but they're bumping and banging right now for this 4th place spot. I think we got to stay on here as you see the number 17 of Vina Hancock. Something wrong with his car. They're going to continue the battle here. The 51 and the 11, another contact of turn 1 and turn 2. SB's going to let off and let Bristow have the spot. Maybe he's going to try to send him in turn 3. We're going to find out. And he does send him. He's going to hit the right quarter panel. Luckily, he does not get turned. That being Casey Bristow. But man, we may see a caution here late. And while this is happening, Matthew Montgomery and Morgan Cook are fighting for 2nd. So if you're Jacob Cochran, 15 laps to go, 5 seconds ahead, you are just praying that these guys don't wreck as Morgan Cook clipped the wall there. We're going to go back to this battle for 4th because it was heating up. Aaron Espy almost turns the 11 of Bristow in turn 3. Removing a good result for him after Bristow ran him up the track to pass him for 4th. 15 laps to go. We're going to see if Espy is going to have a run to get past him here and maybe get some revenge following that incident with the 11 car. And like I said, while that's happening, another battle for 2nd, a little bit more spread out, but Morgan Cook trying to get a 2nd place effort out of this night. But back to this 4th place spot. And wow. This is going to be heated up. Tell you what, though, if you're Cochran, I would be mad if the caution flies within this time frame, 13 laps to go. It looks like they may be settling out here. The 11 of Bristow slowly pulling away from the 51 of SB. We mentioned he had faster tires throughout this run. SB's not done, though. He's full throttling the turns. Trying to get back up to this 11th quarter panel. Once again, kind of wondering if he's trying to make any payback for what just happened to him. But his tires are obviously a little bit slower than the 11s. I think him hitting the quarter panel there was his one chance, and luckily Iverson said, we're not going to wreck out Bristow for that one. He continues to try to send these corners, but SB may have to settle off for a 5th place spot. He's actually about to have a run from Alex Pollock behind him, so we'll see if he can maintain a 5th place spot. And back up to the 2nd place battle. Matthew Montgomery slowly pulling away from Morgan Cook. Morgan Cook trying to get a good result after the early caution. He's quite done that right now in a podium position with just 10 laps to go. There's still 5 seconds back from your leader, Jacob Cochran, as he continues to dominate here. All the way out of turn 2 here at Richmond. Cochran's catching some heat recently. We'll see if that transfers to more better results. With 10 laps to go, he is looking to pick up his 2nd career NSRLA win, at least in the ARCA trucks. I'm not sure what his results are in the super late models. But as he comes up on Stephen Gill to lap him for the 7th time tonight, 9 laps to go, he's looking to pick off another win here in the NSRLA series, this time the Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Saw that lap car, Stephen Gill, a little bit slow, hitting the wall off turn 2. He's going to take that great pit road here. Very, very slow on the track. He's just going to get out of the way here for these lead cars as they continue to battle. Oh no, we have maybe a caution.
Yellow.
We have a caution. The 78 of Sam Bridges gets together with, I believe, the 47 of David Moyer. They are both 2 and 4 laps down. That is exactly what Cochran did not need. That just changes the entire portion of the race. Got some heated arguments going on in the chat. 78 is blown up. His engine is gone. And we're going to check out the replay. Both these cars were multiple laps down. This is exactly what I was talking about. Cochran just needed to pray for something like this to not happen. Unfortunately, it did happen. The 47 and the 78 get together. They were 3 wide off the exit with the 87 of Schaub. Not sure if anything was malicious there. It just looked like they just didn't know what to do in that situation. Unfortunately for that number 8 car of Cochran, he's got a run for his money now. And we have a lot of people mad in the chat after that one. And in the comms. And with that being said, no cars stay out. It's a pit cycle now. Everybody comes in. We're going to see who gets out first. This could be the deciding factor. Who's going to take a strategy call? Maybe take 2 tires. Maybe take 0 tires. And coming out of pit road, looks like the 78. I believe he is 2 laps down. Yes, he is. And Morgan Cook is the first car out, followed by Jacob Cochran. Followed by Casey Bristow, Pollock, SB. Pretty bad pit stop for Matthew Montgomery unless he stayed out. We're going to check out what happened with him. And Matthew Montgomery is still in pit road. And a second place result may turn to pieces as Montgomery, he's not going to be in second place anymore following that. Morgan Cook looks to be your leader. Led the majority of the first race, part of the race, got in a wreck. And like I said, he was slowly making his way back through the field, and now he's going to take a strategy call, looking to win this race. We're going to dial him up real quick. I want to hear what he has to say towards the end of this race. We're going to bring him up here real quick. Morgan Cook, it's Carlage in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, Morgan, you were leading the first half of the race, got involved in a wreck, have been slowly making your way through the field, and looks like you're going to have a strategy call looking to get your first career win. What are you going to do to fend off this 8 car? He's been fast all night.
Yeah, I just hope these 2 tires can hold. It's gonna be loose. So just hope that I can not slide too hard out of turn 2. I should be able to get a good jump here and see where the cards fall.
Well, that's Morgan Cook for you. Had a great first race, part of the race, and now he is trying to get back up to the first place spot. Thank you for talking to us, Morgan. And with that being said, we are 1 to green already once again. Either a 2 or 3 lap shootout here from Richmond. Like I said, this race got turned in upside down basically with that caution, and now Morgan Cook is going to try to strategy and fend off the number 8 of Jacob Cochran. Coming to the restart zone, just a few laps to go from the Toyota Parts 150 at Richmond. Coming to the green flag, Morgan Cook and Jacob Cochran lead us. Green flag is back here. 3 laps to go from Richmond. And Morgan Cook out to the lead. He took 2 tires. He's hoping the strategy pays off. He's definitely slower than the number 8 car. We're going to see what happens. The 8 car gets to his bumper, and the 8 car spins out. Jacob Cochran spins out. His race is now over. And Jacob Cochran going to exit the race immediately. Understandably mad. And now another front runner, Jacob Cochran, led almost the entire second half of the race. With a caution coming out, he wrecks his car, and that is going to end the night for the number 8 machine. What a heartbreaking moment for the dominating car. And we're going to check the replay here. Jacob Cochran was trying everything he could to get back to the inside of Morgan Cook, just oversent the corner, and that is just tough racing, turned deadly in the wall, and a dominating race unfortunately ends for that number 8 machine. That is very unfortunate. It all started with 2 lap cars wrecking. If I'm him, I am not happy with how this race was going. But at the end of the day, cautions happen, and he was pushing it too hard out of turn 2, and that once again flips this race over. It's Morgan Cook, Casey Bristow, and Alex Pollock, your top 3. This is going to be a crazy finish. We're going to bring up Casey Bristow for the second time. He's in second place. I want to hear from him. Casey Bristow, you are back up to second place. A crazy night that you have just avoided all the wrecks from. Almost got involved in that wreck. And with all of these leaders, except for Morgan Cook now out of the race, you got to realize Morgan Cook is on 2 tires. Do you have anything for this leader coming with 2 laps to go?
I don't know. I might have to channel my inner Denny Hamlin. What would Denny do? I'm just gonna do the best I can. I think I'm gonna take the bottom. I don't think the outside's gonna work too well. That way I can just watch him jump, and maybe he'll overdrive it. I don't know. Maybe put the bumper to him. We'll see. I want to try to win it clean, but when competition mode kicks in, you'll do what you got to do to win it. So we'll just see. We just got to make sure we get a good restart, and maybe hope he spins his tires. And I can't have a choose violation like last time. So just need a nice, good, clean restart, and whatever happens, happens.
And it looks like that 7 car is going to pick the inside. He's on 2 tires, though, so you got an aggressive driver, Alex Pollock, now on row 1. Tell you what, it would be quite a cool story if an R2R affiliated team wins 2 weeks in a row on the first 2 races of R2R Broadcast Network, but you have a lot of cars ahead of you who are more hungry for this win as well. So good luck, Casey. We hope to see you in victory land for this crazy race finishes.
Thank you.
That's Casey Bristow. We're coming up on a green, white, checkered. It's going to be Morgan Cook, who has resurfaced all the way back up to the front following a wreck. He's going to have to fend off Alex Pollock, who has not been here all night, trying to pick up his first career win. Behind him, Casey Bristow and Aaron Espy, your 2 rows coming to the green, white, checkered. Morgan Cook, Alex Pollock, green flag back in the air for Richmond. A great launch from Morgan Cook. You got to remember, he's on 2 tires. He's going to be slower than the cars behind him. He's going to have the 2 perfect laps of this race if he wants to win this race from Richmond. We're clean off turn 2. Alex Pollock almost gets to the inside, and another caution is out. This time, once again, in the back of the pack. And we're going to check out and see what happened. We're going to have another green-white checkered here from Richmond. And we're looking at the replay here. I don't know what caused that caution. We're trying to look at it here from our camera. Right now, I am not sure what brought out the yellow. I am still not sure what brought out the yellow. Well, an interesting caution there. I am not sure why the yellow was called. Maybe we can get our race official Andy Berry in here to talk about that one. You know what? That's what we're going to do, because I'm just as confused as you guys are on that one. Andy Berry, race official. It's cartilage in the booth. Do you have a copy?
You know what? I do.
I'm pretty confused. What just went down there on that caution?
Apparently somebody said it was wrecking. I hit it and I went to go clear all the penalties when they first restarted, and I just ended up hitting the caution on accident. So it happens. It's race control. So live and you learn.
Yeah, I mean, race control is a hard job when you hear someone throwing a caution, telling you to throw a caution. I mean, I don't doubt that. I'm not sure who did that, but it's definitely going to make another crazy restart. So continue to do your great work. We appreciate all the work you do for the league. We're going to put you back in your voice call. That's Andy Berry. So it looks like someone may have called out a caution, and that caused the race control to throw the caution, but we did not see a caution on the racetrack, so maybe some penalties with that one after the race. But here we go. Another green-white checkered. Alex Pollock back to the outside. The only difference now is Aaron Espy is now on the inside row. Casey Bristow's in row 3, and Sean Warrobe is now in row 2 on the outside. That's going to change the race completely now. It's still the same first row. The second row is completely different. And, once again, another green-white checkered. This is going to be a crazy finish. We may not even see the finish on this green-white checkered. I would not be surprised if we have another caution, but we're going to find out very shortly. Real quick, we are once again watching the R2R Broadcast Network, a crazy race from Richmond. This is the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. We appreciate you joining us here tonight. 2 laps to go. Green-white checkered, number 2. Morgan Cook, Alex Pollock coming back to the green flag. 2 laps to go from Richmond.
Green, green, green.
Once again, a great launch from Morgan Cook. Once again, he is on 2 tires. Alex Pollock is on 4. He's going to have the 2 most perfect laps of his entire race if he's going to fend off the cars coming up behind him. Alex Pollock trying to get to the outside. No room to go. Coming into turn 3, he's going to get full set by the 51 of Aaron Espy. He's going to maybe save it. Oh, he hits the wall. Coming to the white flag, though. It's the white flag. That's going to throw some tempers at the end of this race. White flag in the air. Morgan Cook coming into turn 1. Aaron Espy getting into the 91 of Wakefield, or 92 of Pollock, almost saving it. Ends up hitting the wall right before the white flag. Aaron Espy bumping with the 43 of Cole, and coming to the checkered flag. Morgan Cook gets wrecked out and makes his way all the way through the field to win at Richmond Raceway. What a job from this number 7 machine. And we're going to have a lot of drama following those final 2 laps here at Richmond, but a great win from Morgan Cook in the number 7. And he is going to burn it down now. What a crazy finish. We're going to go back and watch the finish right there. Well, actually, we're going to watch Morgan Cook burn it down real quick. He deserves to be watched as he does that. And then we'll get him in the booth following that. But Morgan Cook will be your winner here at Richmond Raceway. Not sure if he's going to do a burnout or not. He's actually going to exit the track. Let's go back and watch those 2 laps, specifically with Alex Pollock and Aaron Espy. Going back in the replay, here's 2 laps to go. Aaron Espy in 3rd, Alex Pollock in 2nd. And you saw it clear as day, but we're going to watch it again. Aaron Espy oversends the turn into Alex Pollock, almost wrecks Morgan Cook in the process. Pollock almost saves it, but goes left front first into the pit wall. He's going to finish the race, but that's going to throw some tempers following this one. Well, with that being said, despite a crazy finish, Morgan Cook got it done. We're going to bring him up in the booth as we have our post-race show here in the NSRLA Diesel Laptops Truck Series. And, of course, we're going to talk to that winner first, Morgan Cook. We're going to get him in the booth in 1 second. Well, currently Cook not in any voice call. Never mind. Yes, he is. We're going to put him in the booth now. Morgan Cook, cartilage in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, that was a crazy race for you. Obviously, a lot of controversy happened behind you in those final 2 laps. Luckily, you got tagged by Pollock, but you did not wreck out. And you basically had a resurgence from the start of the race. Led about 30 laps to the start of the race. Got wrecked out. Couldn't remember whose doing it was, but either way, you got wrecked out. And you had to repair that car quite a bit throughout the cautions, and you found a way to get up to the front. Maybe a little bit of luck involved, but definitely some talent to make your way through the field. How did you pick up the win tonight, and what did you do to get through the field there after the caution that you were in?
Yeah, so I mean the incident with Rayshawn, that was my fault. I mean, he moved me up off the bottom in turn 3 earlier when he passed me for the lead with 5 or so to go in the stage. I was riding behind him and I got to run back to him with I think 2 to go in the stage, and I was like, this is my shot. I sailed it down on the bottom of 4, and it just didn't quite stick. Got into his door, and I couldn't save it. We were wrecking together, and it was just too unpredictable. I got the worst of it probably, but I still probably cost him a good finish here today, so I apologize for that if he's still watching. After that, though, I mean, I had about a minute and a half of damage. I got most of it fixed, and then on the last one, the crew chief said, we're going to get most of this damage fixed. And I was like, well, I'm going to be slow then for the rest of the race. So I went and took my fast repair, just gambled that it was going to be fine. And then from there, I restarted in about 10th. I got stage points at the end of stage 2. Restarted 10th-ish, and then just drove my way through the field, just picked them off one by one. Then at the end there, I worked up to 3rd, I think, on that long run. I was right behind the 24, hit the wall, actually killed the right front, so I wasn't going to get 2nd at all. And then caution came out. I looked up, it's 5 laps ago, thought, well, 2 tires, probably the move. It was, and here we are, victory lane.
Yeah, well, a lot of crazy circumstances had to fall in your place there for you to get that win following the wreck you were in. I mean, Jacob Cochran had that race sealed, and a caution came out with 2 lap cars. And unfortunately, on the next restart, I believe that's when you took 2 tires, and he was trying his best to run up to your back bumper and just got loose off of turn 2, wrecked himself, and then on the final restart, they were fighting for second place, and you just happened to pull away from them. So, Morgan, congrats on your win. Is this your first win in NSRLA?
It is. I mean, it's only been race 3, but yes, it is.
Well, congrats on your win, Morgan. You definitely mostly commentate here, so it's nice, I'm sure, for you when you pick up a win. And it's a playoff system here in the truck, so hopefully we see you have a long run here to the playoffs. But thanks for joining us tonight. Congrats on the win, and hopefully we'll see you next week as well.
You bet. Thanks.
No problem. And that is Morgan Cook. We're going to bring him back into his respective channel. We're going to talk to second place now. This may be a little bit more controversial than the last guy we just talked to. It's going to be Aaron Espy, number 51, who finished second. Mr. Espy, it's cartilage in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, crazy final 2 laps for sure for that race for you. From what I saw, I'm going to ask your side in a second. From what I saw, though, maybe just trying your best to get through the cars ahead of you and get the win. Maybe you weren't expecting that car ahead of you, the number 92 of Pollock, to have a slower entry in the turn, and unfortunately, he got wrecked out in the process. And I want to hear your side first of all before I say anything else. So, SB, you finished second, so a good result for you. But I want to know mainly as well what happened between you and 92 on that final restart.
Yeah, there was nothing intentional. We were just pushing hard. I feel like maybe he lifted a second too early. I was not expecting it. I mean, I was already in the brakes when I made contact, but he was just, like I said, I think he just entered a little slower.
Yeah, so
But yeah, I feel bad about it. It wasn't intentional.
yeah, and I completely understand that. Hopefully, there's nothing between you and Pollock. Now, I know Pollock is takes a lot of things aggressively sometimes, but I know you are a clean driver, so hopefully it can resolve. But unfortunately for him, probably a second or third place finish. I don't know where he finished, but it wasn't second or third. But maybe he can get it back up next week and prove it's a playoff system. So all you gotta do is win, and you're locked in pretty much. So maybe we'll see him next week. But for you, finished second, had a pretty consistent day. You were always maybe in the third or fourth spot, but once Cochran wrecked out, once Winkfield wrecked out, you seemed to be one of the cars to win the race, and Morgan Cook took a strategy call late, possibly took your chances away from getting the first place result. What could you have done differently to get the win, and what can you say you did correctly to get your second place spot tonight?
I feel like we were pretty good at the beginning there. I was making some moves, and getting spun out by the 43 didn't help. So getting put in the back, I basically had to kill my tires every run to make it back up to the front. By the end, I gave it all I had. But Morgan's a teammate, so I'm happy for him. It was a good win.
Yeah, for sure. And you just mentioned that, so I'm going to ask you one more question. You got, obviously, Cochran, unfortunately, got wrecked out, but last race, you finished runner-up, and your team got 1-2. And once again, this race, another 1-2 finish. Is this going to give you guys some good momentum coming into the ARCA races and the truck races in the future?
Yeah, I hope so. I think we're building something here. Consistent, good runs. Yeah, I'm pretty confident for the future.
Well, we appreciate you coming up once again. Hopefully, over here at R2R, we can give you a run for your money. Luckily for you guys, we don't really have as much as a clumped together team as you guys do, so you'll definitely probably be on top of the point standings throughout the rest of the year. But congrats to your team. Congrats for your continuous great results, and we hope to see you next week in Victory Lane.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Aaron Espy. We're going to bring him back into his booth. And now we're going to talk to third place, an underdog for sure, Michael Cole, number 43. Michael Cole, it's cartilage in the booth. You got a copy?
Yo,
Michael, you've always been, maybe a 6th or 7th place car in the last 2 weeks, but a little bit of luck and maybe a little bit of skill and strategy, and you found yourself in a podium spot tonight. What did you do to get it done, and what momentum does this give you for future races here in NSRLA?
oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I ain't never raced here. So this is the first race I've done here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, kind of working with David Warrior and stuff. And yeah, I heard Aaron talk about him spinning him out. Aaron, bro, listen, I didn't mean to do it. You know that. I was trying to hold the spot. We was there. It didn't work. But yeah, I mean, P3, not bad. Started third, finished third. I was chilling in the back for a little bit. Made some mistakes, but we all right.
Yeah, for sure. Are you sure you didn't race last week? I could have sworn I saw your name in truck last week as well.
Yeah, I raced last week.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying this was your first race, but yeah, I mean.
No.
Yeah.
First race at Richmond.
Yeah. Well, for your first race at Richmond, a great result for you. So congrats to you. Hopefully that can give you some momentum to get some better results in the future, both in ARCA and trucks. And we hope to see you in Victory Lane one of these times.
Word. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Have a great night. And with that being said, that includes your post-race show. Once again, we appreciate you, all of us, or all of you guys, working through the technical difficulties on my side, along with the amateur new side of me running these commentary broadcasts. I appreciate NSRLA for letting me have this opportunity. We appreciate Diesel Laptops for their continuous support in the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series. Congrats to Morgan Cook, first career win in NSRLA. Once again, for the final time tonight, you are watching R2R Broadcast Network from the NSRLA Diesel Laptop Truck Series, race number 3 at Richmond, the Toyota Care 150. We appreciate you watching us. Stay tuned because you're not going to miss any action. Next Monday, we are heading to 5 Flags. That's going to be a tough short track, and if you thought Richmond was tough, you have seen nothing yet. 5 Flags is going to be a thrill to watch here up at the booth. Once again, I'm Zachariah Carlett, your commentator and host. We appreciate you watching R2R Broadcast Network. We'll see you in 1 week's time. Have a great night. Stay blessed. And yeah, see y'all later. Good night.